Sandra Crowe here, author of Since Strangling Isn't an Option, and I didn't sign up for this. 7 strategies for dealing with difficulty in difficult times. One of the things that people often tell me about their difficulty is that they get stuck in the conversation with people. That when argument or defensiveness happens, they have a hard time moving the conversation forward. So I'm going to give you an example of how you can easily move the conversation forward when you're dealing with a difficult person or in a difficult situation. So the other day I had a business transaction with someone, and when we finished the interaction, he left, and it was time for me to pay. He left, and while he left, his assistant was there, and I said, "Is it okay to pay you?" And she said, "Sure." So I said, "Can I give you my credit card?" She said, "Sure." So I paid her. I paid her, and then I left. About 5 minutes later, I'm in my car on the way home. I get a call from him. He is livid, angry. He said, "Are you trying to undermine my business?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You paid in cash, in credit, and with the credit card, you were supposed to pay in cash." I said, "Well, I didn't know I was supposed to pay in cash. I thought I could pay with a credit card." He said, "Well, in the past, you've paid with cash, so you have to pay in cash again." I said, "Well, I didn't know that. I thought I could." He said, "You're trying to undermine my business, aren't you?" And at that moment, I stopped, because what I realized is that there was nothing I could say in the moment that would actually be helpful or supportive. If I said, "Yes, I'm trying to undermine your business," well, that wouldn't be very good, and which I wasn't. But if I said no, and then I tried to defend myself, that wouldn't be good either. So I asked him a question. I asked him, "What would you like me to do?" And he stopped, and he took a step back, and he said, "There's nothing you can do." And he started to go on again. And so I asked him again, "What is it you'd like me to do?" And he said, "Well, there's nothing you can do." And I said, "Well, if that's the case, let me know if there's something you want me to do. Otherwise, sounds like I can't do anything." And he went, "Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, all right, goodbye." And what he really wanted to do was blame me for the way that he had handled his business. The truth was, he was angry at himself, but he wanted to make me the culprit. So by asking the question, "Well, what is it you'd like me to do?" Or I could have said, "What do you want to have happen here?" A question like that moves the conversation forward. And people basically have to answer the question by saying this or that. And in this case, it was this, which is nothing. When you ask a question like that, what you do is you change the direction of the conversation. You take out the defensiveness in the interaction, and you ultimately move the conversation forward. And that's what you want to do. So the next time you're in an interaction with someone where there's an issue of blame or right or wrong, simply ask a question that takes you where you want to be in the conversation. Something like, "Well, what should we do now?" Or, "What do you want me to do?" Or, "What should happen next?" Or, "Where do we go from here?" Those kinds of questions take you to the ultimate place. Then you'll be able to navigate from a newer place in the conversation. So I hope this tip is helpful and you can implement it in your next difficult interaction or conversation with someone. If you'd like more tips, feel free to sign up at my website, www.sandracrowe.com. You can get a copy of my new book, I Didn't Sign Up for This, 7 Strategies for Dealing with Difficulty in Difficult Times. You're also free to email me with your questions at sc@pivpoint.com. That's sc@p as in Paul, I, V as in Victor, pivpoint, POINT.com. So I look forward to sharing more with you, to helping you look more closely at yourself, to learning more about all your difficult scenarios, and to help you love more fully with yourself and with others.